How big is Kaguya's multiple dimensions? This question has had so much contention and confusion throughout the entire Naruto franchise. We have some fans that think it's the size of a star, some people that don't even think that her dimensions are the size of a planet. But trust me, this question will surely be answered after this video. So let's get it. We first get a glimpse of Kaguya's dimension abilities when she drags Team 7 into her lava dimension. This is a specific jutsu that she uses called her Amino Manaka. When first seeing this, people thought that she just teleported her and Team 7 into the lava dimension, which is logical, but completely wrong. Because as stated in Data Book 4, she isn't simply teleporting her and others to the dimension. She's moving the entire dimension and anybody she wants to into a whole other dimension, simply meaning that she has the ability to teleport entire dimensions. Kaguya also has another stronger dimensional ability, her MTSO, or her Massive Truthseeking Orb. A Truthseeking Orb is a Kekemura with a combination of all 5 chakra natures and yin and yang release. And depending on the user, it can form 6 to 10 football-sized orbs behind them. These orbs have increased AP and can contort its shape into anything that the wielder wants, like a foothold, or a shield, or sword. But what makes Kaguya's Truth-Seeking Orb so special? Well, it's literally in the name. Because she makes it massive. Because as stated in Data Book 4, using her chakra, she's able to make these football-sized orbs the size of dimensions, having the power to obliterate anything in her dimension and turn it into nothingness. And this is just the first step of the jutsu. As yes, step 1 is engulfing her entire dimension into a massive truth-seeking orb, turning it into nothingness. According to chapter 689, she also has the ability to recreate these said dimensions with that destruction, as it's stated that it's the start of a new time space. This dimension creation is backed up in the previous Amino Manaka statement that states that she has the ability to create dimensions, and even double down with Kaguya specifically calling it her time spaces. But alright, we get it. I've proven that she has the ability to teleport, affect, create, destroy, and recreate her dimensions. That's Kaguya's whole shtick. But how big are her dimensions? What have we visually seen in Kaguya's dimensions? Well, besides the 6 obvious planets that we've seen her and Team 7 fight on, we've seen planets so large that even that said planet's moon has an orbiting moon around that said moon, making Kaguya's dimension dwarf star size at minimum. We even see multiple sources where there's multiple planets orbiting multiple stars in her dimensions, proving some sort of day and night system, jumping her dimensions from dwarf star size to large star and solar system size. And even in the Storm games, which yes is canon as is supervised and confirmed by Kishimoto himself, Kaguya's dimensions is shown to have galactic nebulas in the background. Shoots up the size of her dimensions to galactic levels. But is that it though? Can we somehow figure out if Kaguya's dimensions are any bigger using the canon? Let's say to universal levels? Well, yes, and quite easily at that. As Kaguya's dimensions are constantly described as a universe or synonyms like it, like parallel universes, parallel dimensions, alternate dimensions, not to be confused from pocket dimensions. By simply researching and looking, any description shown in canon about Kaguya's dimension will always lead back to the universe. In the canon, nobody can show me a time where Kaguya's dimensions was labeled as anything smaller than a universe or even a pocket dimension. Even the kanjis in the original Japanese translations specifically called them a sekai, which literally just translates to universe. And finally, I can even take it a step farther, placing her dimensions in low multiversal tiers of size, as they are consistently called time spaces throughout the entire manga. with a time space being specifically fourth dimensional, as there's 3 dimensions of space and 1 extra temporal dimension of time. This is even doubled down in Boruto the movie The Light Novel, where in chapter 5, page 1, Kaguya's dimensions are specifically called a hyperspace, which is literally described as a space with more than 3 dimensions. So, using Battle Wiki, Kaguya is consistently fourth dimensional, which means that she is consistently in the multiversal levels of power, as Kaguya has the power to teleport, affect, create, destroy, and recreate these fourth dimensional parallel universal sized time spaces. But to answer the original question, because of the constant stars, planets, and suns that's being shown, and the multiple moons with obvious day and night cycles, we can lowball her dimensions to solar system levels. And because of the video games and constant universal statements throughout the entire series, we can scale her dimensions to multi-galactic to universal levels. And then lastly, using the universal statement shown earlier, plus the consistent time-space statements, you can highball her dimensions to fourth dimensional. If you love what you saw, please share, like, hit that notification bell, and subscribe.